All right, Bill, opening statement?
We got our butts kicked. No question about it, up, down, around. By 1 or by 21, it's still an L. Sometimes losing by 1 is worse than losing by 21. We didn't have the energy necessary to play and win a playoff game. Disappointing? Yeah, yes, no. We're not as experienced as we need to be in order to come to game and not play well and still pull it out against a team that's very talented. They have some quality players, Olympians across the board, championship experience. Yeah, they played a very good game. I told anybody that would listen, I thought Tarasi was going to come and try to take over the game and try to be the star of the show and will them to a win, and she did. Give her all the credit in the world. What else do I want to talk about? Effort. We didn't have it tonight. And why is open for a question. Don't quite know yet. But they played harder than us. They wanted it more than us. And that's what playoff series is about. We were one and done, but it wouldn't, okay, crap, we're out. But it's a series. So we have lots of time to make adjustments, find our game, and come back and win. We're a very confident team. We think we win anywhere we play. And that's our task. I will say that I'm getting a little tired of the referees and the way they referee us versus the other team. They treat us like we're champions and we get a champion's whistle. We're not. We're trying to win our first one. Why treat us like that? Why put them in the game? Why? The first game was, we took them by 15. Were we going to win this game? Probably not. But we just give us some respect. They blew a whistle today that before the foul even happened, anticipated it happening, and they blew it to give Phoenix some free throws. That doesn't make any sense. That was wrong. And we're tired of it. And someone has to say something. I just did. So go ahead and ask the questions.
Bill, would you attribute the defensive issues tonight to Everett?
I can't understand you. I'm sorry.
Was Everett the main reason for the defensive issues, or were there breakdowns in coverages? Was it just effort based?
Oh, effort was a big part of it, but also give them credit. I mean, they're quality basketball players. That's what Tarasi does. They're front runners. They get out there and they get going. They just keep canning shots. And they keep canning shots because they're just what they do. It's who they are. It's who they've always been. And they use Tarasi and they use Grinder as the anchors to go about their business. And when Tarasi's hot like that, they're very, very difficult to beat. She's done this multiple times against my teams in the past. We get it. We just have to hunker down now and look them in the face and say, no, you ain't going to win.
In her pre-game interview, Chelsea Gray said that the next game is the hardest one to win. What do you tell your team tonight so that the next game in Phoenix isn't this hard to win?
What did she say? I'm sorry, but with masks on, I can't understand. I'm hard of hearing to begin with, and it's very difficult.
I'll help you out, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, in her pre-game interview, Chelsea Gray said that the next game is the hardest one to win.
Correct. That's my philosophy.
What do you tell your team tonight so that the next game in Phoenix isn't this hard for them to win?
Oh, it's going to be harder. Every game you play, the next one is always the hardest one. Phoenix thinks they have a chance now, and they're going to think they have the home court advantage, which they do. And so we have to get out there and make sure that we come to compete from start to finish. That didn't happen tonight. Who knows what reason, not going to go down that road, but it just didn't happen. Okay, it's a 1 out. Throw it in the trash can and move on. Learn from it. Watch the film. But the most important thing is we come energized for the next game from start to finish and play a 40-minute basketball game.
Coach, can you talk about the challenges of guarding Reiner and when to double, when not to double, and then kind of picking your poison with that?
But they made some adjustments. They moved people around in different spots. We recognized it early on, so we changed a little bit of our defensive structure. But at the end of the day, she can do everything she threw up there. And she's a great player. We got to be a little more in her space in the perimeter. Don't give her the quite open looks, make her recock. But in the post, she's going to do her thing many times. Okay, that's who she is. It's what she is. But the open shots that she made tonight hurt us a lot because we'll take that shot at times, but they went in. And then we'll take some of Tarasi's shots tonight too, but they went in. That's who they are. They're great players. And when they're going like that, that's what makes Phoenix's team is when they're playing like that and they're playing in front, that's who they are.
Bill and Alexander from the next, how deflating is it when every single shot they're putting up is basically going in, both as a coach and for the whole team?
Yeah, we're professional athletes and you have to keep playing. It's a series. It's not it was one game and done. So you have to keep playing. You have to keep pushing. You have to try to wear them down. And that's how it works. You can't hang your head in professional sports. If you do, you're going to even get destroyed even worse. So I think it's a good learning experience for our team. We have a lot of young players who are still trying to find our way. And today was a good learning experience that if we don't show up to play basketball against quality teams, we're going to lose. That's fact.
Coach, your thought on the front court tonight? This Kent Page, obviously a rough start to the ball game, got going better later on in the game. Your thoughts as far as what your front court's going to have to do throughout the rest of the series?
Well, we want to keep her out there for as long as possible tonight to get some conditioning. The game got a hand. We put her back in the game down the stretch to make sure she gets some game up and down to get her wind back a little bit. She's still not where she needs to be. Everybody can see that out there. She tires quickly. It's through no fault of her own. It's just the way the hand that she's been dealt and the hand that we've been dealt. So we're going to try to work in practice the next couple of days to get her some more conditioning, put her on a bike, to give her the best shot. What's going to happen in the next game and how we come out lineup was, I don't have any clue at the moment. We'll talk about it, but Liz showed tonight that she wants to compete and she's out there. And as long as we can keep her on the floor for a extended period of time, she's a big body they have to guard, and she can guard Brittany Griner to the best of her ability.
Last one.
Coach, you're not one usually to complain publicly in a press conference about the officiating, but you are tonight. Did you feel like it was at that time, at that level, where you had no other choice, where you feel like you need to say something? Can you talk about the frustrations of that a little bit more?
Where are you going? I pick and choose my spots over the years. I played this game and been coaching this game for over 40 years, or damn near close to it. I understand what's going on in the game. Okay. And like I said earlier, we are being refereed like we're the champions, which is a completely different whistle than you get if you're a contender. So that's what I'm pointing out right now, that, hey, pay attention to this right now. This is not right. And there were some things tonight that were, okay, why did that happen? And okay, now let's move on. Let's see how we go to the next game, because we're trying to win our first one. And we're a hungry young group, and to just treat us fairly. That's all we ask. We're the highest shooting free throw team in the league. We're also the team that has the other team shoots the least amount of free throws in the league. What changed? Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.